Because the agent confirm selling me something one. Confirm trying to upsell me. Confirm trying to meet me because want to sell me something. Welcome to
Money Unfiltered.
I share about everything. Today we're going to talk about something that we see very often in our work, about how a lot of people they buy insurance, right? But maybe they bought it in the wrong way.
Not say wrong way per se, but maybe they bought too many of the same policies.
Sometimes the issue is how much insurance you have. Is the structure correct or wrong? Am I right?
I think in times that we have seen policies, right, maybe sometimes clients will have like 5 life plans because they bought it when they were very, very young. So let's say clients were in the 60s and 70s now, probably they will have a lot of life plans because back in the days it was either life plans or endowment plans. So we have seen many cases like that. And they think that they are adequately covered. But most of the time, the issue now is that because they cannot buy critical illness anymore because of their age. And it will become very expensive.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a lot of people, right? They when they're younger, right? They think that I don't want to plan first, right? Like, my money, I should go and do something. Like, you see my age, we are like buying houses. Then we are like, what? Trying to raise a kid. Then you want to pay for insurance somehow. Then you're thinking like, wow, can afford or not? But most of the time, I feel like what we miss out is that now is the time to buy now. It's cheap, correct? Like when we get older, probably it's more expensive.
So can I say that there's no right time or wrong time to start getting insurance, but more about review on it?
I think it's not about whether there's a right time or wrong time, but I think it's whether are you healthy to begin with or not. It's not about
that one not healthy. That one. This one not healthy.
It's not about the pricing as you get older, as you become more expensive. But I think even down the road when you have the finances to buy, but can you have the health to buy? Yeah, because a lot of people you might develop, chronic diseases. You might have the very common are 三高, the 3 highs, high blood, high cholesterol, and
High
blood, high cholesterol, and high
sugar.
hypertension.
Oh, hypertension. Yeah.
Sorry.
hypertension. Oh shit.
Not all.
三高啦，说是
胆固醇高。
不重糖
血压高，还有
三高 cholesterol 糖尿高血压
啦。So basically 是，如果你 not healthy，你也是不可以。
it's fun.
So if you're not healthy, also cannot buy. So not whether you financially can buy or not. So coming back, it's not about whether like I buy now young and cheap or what, but I think it's more like if you buy now, you have health. You have the health to buy lah. Because I've seen cases whereby many clients want to buy, but subsequently they realize that they cannot buy. So either the insurance company exclude you, or you totally cannot buy. Basically, you are rejected. Even you got money also, not say sure can buy.
So can I say like, you must know exactly what you're buying for, like you must know what you're buying into, and not just like like just buy only.
I think you have to understand which policies you are buying, or like what policies you are buying. So like, what kind of policy is meant for what purpose? Yeah, and not say you cannot buy the same policy again, but you have to weigh the cost and weigh the weigh whether you need the coverage lah, basically.
So end day we still looking at life stage and everything.
Correct. So life stage. So at every life stage, what we talk about life stage? If you graduate, you go to work, you start work, you start a family, you have kids. All these are stages whereby you should review your coverage and policies adequately lah. Or even so, let's say when you start to plan for retirement, you should also start to see whether you can restructure any policies or make it better suit your current life stage.
That's I agree. I also have a lot of clients like when they are like older, right? Then they bought a lot of these policies when they are much way younger, like life plans and all. When they are like maybe 20s, 30s, but by the time they are like 70s, 80s, this policy might not serve their needs anymore, right? So
you can actually review your policy to see whether it still currently serves your needs or not. Because life plans that you have bought, those days when you buy the life plan, people were currently in their 60s and 70s. Most likely they bought it when in their 20s and 30s. So these are the olden life plans or older life plans whereby you have to pay for life. Literally you have to pay for
And like last time the coverage might not be as comprehensive as what we have right
Yeah,
now.
so over time the products have evolved lah. So maybe now the coverage versus the previous coverage could be quite different. Yeah. But most of the time they don't review or like they think it's not necessary because they think they have got the plan and they're supposed to just carry on with it. Like they don't think of like is there a need to relook at it? Or maybe the agent also never.
Eric, you got any clients or not? Like got this kind of case, like many policy, but then they don't know what they're covering for, then like duplicated coverage, then they also don't know what is it, then just say, oh, I just buy like that.
There is. Recently just met one. Then she got 2 personal accident plan.
Huh?
One,
Serious?
Who pay? Important who pay.
the person that applied, she paid for it, but she don't even know that she got 2. Until recently, we just found out.
Then how?
Surrender one of it, see which one is not benefiting her.
But
Actually,
did she know why she buy 2?
she don't even know.
Oh.
But buy from same person.
Different company.
Different person lah.
So that means the person also never check.
Check. Uh-oh. Reflect. Then reflect.
But it's okay, then there is all about, I would say, when we need to do the review of our policy. So at least we right now know that we got extra thing, extra coverage that don't require. We can do something.
But actually, I do this line about 9 years now. You also do about 4-5 years already lah. So actually, you realize your client maybe after we review
You will forget.
they will forget right.
Yes.
Yeah. So even after like so you must make it a habit that every time you see them for either a catch up or annual review, you need to remind them of what they have.
That's
Yeah. So because a lot of clients, even if you tell them at that moment they might know lah, but
they will still forget
the
after that.
following week it will become less clear. The following week will be less clear. Following month will be 我懂我的保险啦，but 我不懂。
Yeah, I think 也是因为 because we are in this line, so we know exactly what these things are, but they're just like layman ma. It's the same thing like if we have the engineer, you know this thing, that thing, then you tell a normal person like me, who don't know anything about engineering, right? I probably at the moment I understand, but after that you ask me what's DC, okay, I don't know what's that. You know?
That's true.
Yeah. 因为我们在这行嘛 this is our profession, correct or not?
Yeah.
So we see it day in, day out, we reminded, this plan do what, that plan do what. But they are just like 1年1次, 2年1次. How to remember her?
Another very common misunderstanding of policies is that my clients will say I have hospital coverage. Then when you actually have a look at the policies, you realize that they only have accident plan. And then they say that they have hospital coverage. So they ask, is it I go hospital I can claim? Yes, you can claim, but only
Not water.
Actually, right, I also got customer, they got hospital plan, but they think they can claim personal accident stuff. That means like maybe they fall down or something, then they go into hospital, they say it's a go in, go out, A&E not warded one. They say, I'm a claim, but they just get confused that, accident plan is to cover like those accidents that happen, but then like hospital plan cover if you are warded for hospital stay.
Yes. So there's some confusion there also lah. So you need to be aware that for accident plans you can only claim if the injury is caused by accident. If you go and see a doctor, you go and see A&E, you go and see GP, you go and see DCM, only can claim if it's a
Accident.
Yeah.
Summarize everything. Maybe we can share 3 takeaways from what we have spoke about today.
Okay. Must understand what policy is meant for you, what you need and what you want.
Don't just buy for the sake of buying and buy duplicate coverage. For example, like the 2 accident plan.
What do you mean duplicate coverage?
Don't try to buy 2 accident plan or 3 accident plan.
I don't know. How?
Yeah, correct. So before you buy, you go and check what you have. If you see accident, then you don't buy accident again. Unless you feel like you're very accident prone and this accident plan cannot claim finish. Oh, okay. So the only time you can buy 2 accident plans is, let's say if the first one you feel that you want to buy from, let's say for example, X company. After the accident you claim already, you still got access to claim, right? You can buy from Y company and you can still claim.
Hey, disclaimer, cannot you claim already then you buy, you must buy beforehand.
Yeah. So I'm saying that, let's say if your bill is a bit more expensive and your coverage is only so little, there's a chance you can do this. Or if let's say your corporate insurance, let's say you're working in a company, the company covers you certain insurance for accident, you can first claim your company one, and then if it's still got excess amount that cannot reimburse finish, you can claim your own personal one. For the same accident,
The last takeaway is that you should actually do your policy review very carefully.
I think what she's trying to say is that review your policies regularly. So I would think that also during the review session with your own agent, right, take down your own notes. Because the agent can explain to you, but you need to understand in your own words. Yeah, your what this policy exactly means, or like what does it cover, when does it mature, is there any coverage and whatnot lah. So to make sure that you are in your own alignment. I've seen clients who do their own notes one. So even after I review them, they will have their own Excel whereby they key in their own notes. So they are very clear. So every time when we review, they will know. They will just update me. Or if they have questions from there, they will just tell me, hey, Louis, I want to check about this. So just to be sure what you know, because you're paying, so you must be aware what you're buying.
I have a tip for like clients per se or like customer. I have a tip for like general public, I'm not sure if it's a common practice that a lot of people do policy sum. Right?
I do that for my client.
Yeah, I do that also. We all do that, correct? So I think that for a start, right, like reviewing policy, maybe some people they think like I don't want to review because the agent confirm selling me something one. Confirm trying to upsell me, confirm trying to meet me because want to sell me something.
Not wrong.
Agent 也是要吃饭的，如果有 gap 的话，有 gap 的话。
I mean, of course 有 gap
But 就是你也是要 understand, you also understand where is your gap 啦。So I said if you have a gap and the agent tell you there's a gap, it's also up to you to decide whether you want to fill this gap.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about policy summary now. So like they should request one policy summary from whoever agent is your agent. It's free. It's free.
Where?
Who want give you money also can.
Where?
But it's free.
Where?
Ask from the agent whoever your agent is, go and ask them for a policy summary. It's their job to do that.
But I scared that I go find them, they sell me plan again, you will headache and
Then seek another unbundle.
Why accident plan also can do policy review? Policy summary.
Why cannot? I just did one policy summary this morning.
Okay.
Only got one chill plan, one accident plan.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
It's all about the goal and what we want.
Yeah. I mean, like, why cannot? Why cannot? Three takeaway is number one, you understand what your policies are, what are they for. You can take down your own notes. You can do your own, drawing. Then second is to avoid duplicate coverage. Like you see, this one, call maybe personal accident. Then next one also personal accident. Then you know it's the same one. Okay, then you don't duplicate lah, right? Okay. Then the last one is that you have to review your policy regularly so that you know that if you are actually inadequately covered or over covered or just nice. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to review your own financial plan, feel free to reach out to us in the comment section below or direct message us. And if this episode helped you, share it with someone who you think might benefit from it.
Good things must share.
Share. Free. It's free.